The first feast and day of the Octave of Christmas is the Solemnity of Nativity. It takes place on Christmas Day when Jesus is born. This feast is meant to represent the importance of God becoming flesh on earth on this day, and what Jesus has done for man.
Saint Stephen is the patron of stonemasons, bricklayers, deacons, headaches, and horses. He was the first martyr of the Christian faith and one of the first deacons. On this day, we celebrate him and give thanks to the people who are underappreciated in our lives.
The Feast of St. John takes place on December 27th. One of the ways God is made flesh is through the Scripture. When his followers proclaim his Scripture, God is made present. Many people tend to forget that the celebration of Christ and of God continues on even after December 25th. As young adults, how we can make God present in our lives is reading his word and practicing his ways of the Scripture. By reading the Scripture, we can better understand and strengthen our relationship with God. We can grow in our religion through the Scripture and understanding God better.
The Helpless is the Feast of the Holy Innocents, and it occurs on December 28th. And through this, we recognize those who were massacred by Herod when he learns about the birth of Messiah. And God is present in those people who are helpless. So that, Loris, when you're feeling lost or out of place, remember that God is always with you and is waiting with open arms. He is present and here to listen, as he is to guide us to a life of fulfillment. So when you just need a moment, turn to the one above, as he is here to help.
The next feast is of the Holy Family, which takes place on the Sunday following Christmas Day. This day represents those who hear the words of God and follow it. These people are considered God's family. Loris students can relate to this when you go to church on campus and hear the readings and the homily. You can take those ideas from those readings and homily and put them into practice in your own life. By doing this, God will always be present with you and guide you.
January 1st marks the Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God. On this day of the Christmas octave, we recognize how God is made flesh through human beings. Although we have the free choice to say no, those who say yes to God through their free will allow God to be seen in the world, just as Mary said yes to bearing her son, Jesus Christ. Christ is present through Mary because Mary is the mother of both the human person of Christ and also Christ as divine God. We too can make Christ present in our lives when we follow God's will and say yes to what he asks us. For example, saying yes to opportunities we might otherwise have said no to, like serving others, can make Christ present in our here and now.